I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Jay Atchison and I'm the Vice Chair for Tamils for Labour. Before I'd like to start, I'd like to just thank the local Labour Party for being kind enough to give us the opportunity to say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, it does give me great pleasure and a real honour to welcome Ken Livingstone, Mayor of London, former Mayor of London, here to East Ham, and who needs no introduction. And for those of you who may not be aware, Tamils for Labour is an officially affiliated body of the Labour Party, which is recognised as a credible organisation which works towards promoting the Labour Party's policies and ideas, in addition to working towards, working with Tamil people, both here in the UK as well as in our homelands. The Tamil population in East Ham alone is in excess of 6,000. By nature, the Tamil community is a hard-working and a diligent one. And our traditional values naturally mirror those of the Labour Party. So, I'm proud to represent the Tamil-speaking people of East Ham who come from all across the globe. As we all know, Ken has been a friend and a huge supporter of Tamil for a very, very long time, well before he became mayor. And well before my time, I'd like to add. We recognise his friendship and his efforts, and we will support him in his campaign and election on the 3rd of May. So please register and do vote. It's very, very important that we don't leave this for the last moment. London is a multiculturally diverse city, and as future Mayor of London, we do expect to have his continued support for our cause. As Ken has said, he will endeavour to erect a memorial to remember the thousands of lives lost as a result of war, and he will make it possible for us to have a Tamils Day right here in the heart of London. We know that Ken is the right candidate for Mayor of London. We believe that he will do a formidable job. Let's vote for Ken. Let's vote Ken for Mayor of London. Thank you.
Then there's the question of what can I do for the Tamils. I have to say that it will be a real pressure point because they count the votes on the 4th of May. The Mayor formally takes office on the 5th of May. So I'm not certain how easy it will be to arrange something for the 18th or the 19th. I do give this promise. If we can make Trafalgar Square available, we will. If not, we'll find a site, perhaps City Hall or somewhere prestigious in London where the Tamils can hold that event. If they prefer on the 18th of May, that's a Friday. I mean, in terms of reaching a lot of people on Tamils, it might be better to think in terms of the 19th. So that, I mean, one of the things we had when we had, celebrations, whether it's the Russian New Year or a Tamil event, is to actually get other people along to see and understand and take part in that. We'll certainly have every year a Tamil event at Trafalgar Square to celebrate Tamil culture and history and food and dance and everything else in the same way that we celebrate London's other cultures. And on the question of the Tamil Tigers, in a sense, they have been, indiscriminately slaughtered at the end of the surrender. We know this. These were war crimes. They surrendered and then they were executed. I, 4 years ago, was meeting the British Tamil Forum in Harrow, and the next day, the Evening Standard, once again, Andy Gilligan's behind the allegations turned out to be completely untrue about corruption 4 years ago. The allegations this time about how I'm a tax chief, and now they've got my tax thing, they see it's actually standard 35%. The simple fact is he ran a headline saying that the British Tamil Forum was a front for terrorism. And the Sri Lankan High Commissioner then intervened in the election and called on people not to vote for me. So I think this is very clear. Why did the Sri Lankan High Commissioner intervene? Because back in the early 1980s, as the slaughter started and Tamil refugees were fleeing Sri Lanka, here in this city we welcomed them, we helped find them settlements, we helped find them places where they could be living. And I'm proud of my record in defending the Tamil community, and I certainly would support any of the actions being discussed internationally to bring the present President of Sri Lanka to trial for crimes against humanity. celebrating the Tamil community as one of the peoples that made this the most amazing city on earth.